1 second, Earth is spinning normally. The next, the planet stops, but everything on its surface keeps moving. The ground would stop instantly. The atmosphere wouldn't, creating winds faster than the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded. At the equator, you're already moving at nearly 1,600 kilometers per hour without ever noticing it. So what would actually happen if Earth stopped spinning instantly while gravity, the sun, and the moon remained exactly the same? The answer reaches far beyond violent winds. Earth's hidden systems would begin changing almost immediately. Most people imagine earthquakes as the greatest danger. But the atmosphere would become Earth's first unstoppable force. Because the air already shares Earth's rotation, it would keep moving eastward even after the ground suddenly stopped beneath it. The oceans would carry tremendous momentum as well, creating waves unlike anything recorded in human history. This wouldn't be a single disaster. It would become a chain reaction spreading through nearly every system on the planet. Everything begins with momentum. Stop the planet, and that momentum must be released somewhere else. Near the equator, the effects would be strongest because that's where Earth's rotational speed is greatest before everything suddenly stops. Anything not firmly anchored would continue moving at incredible speed, turning ordinary objects into dangerous projectiles within seconds. The oceans wouldn't stop instantly either. Billions of tons of water would continue carrying Earth's original momentum across the globe. Some coastlines would vanish beneath immense floods, while other regions could eventually find themselves much farther from the sea than before. By now, the hidden system becomes clear. Earth's atmosphere, oceans, and land can never be understood as separate worlds. Without Earth's rotation, the Coriolis effect would disappear, forcing global wind systems to reorganize in completely unfamiliar ways. Storms wouldn't simply disappear. Over time, Earth's entire climate engine would begin operating under a new set of physical rules. If Earth remained motionless, one side would face the sun continuously, while the opposite hemisphere would never see daylight again. Even the oceans would slowly redistribute themselves, because Earth's shape is partly created by its continuous rotation. What began as a single impossible event is revealing how every hidden system on Earth depends on motion, balance, and time. Rotation doesn't directly create gravity, but over long periods it helps power the planetary systems that protect life, including Earth's magnetic field. If Earth's magnetic shield weakened over time, far more radiation from space could eventually reach our atmosphere and satellites. One side of Earth could become relentlessly hot. The other might slowly freeze beneath an eternal night, creating two worlds on one planet. Humanity would likely migrate toward the twilight zone, where temperatures could remain far more stable than either extreme. Life wouldn't necessarily disappear. It would adapt, concentrating wherever sunlight, temperature, and water could still exist in delicate balance. As oceans and rainfall slowly reorganized, fresh water would become one of humanity's most valuable resources in the new planetary landscape. Survival would depend less on escaping Earth and more on redesigning civilization around the narrow region where life could still thrive. Generation after generation, humanity's map would be rewritten as entire nations relocated toward the planet's remaining habitable corridor. Earth would no longer be the balanced world we know today. It would become three completely different environments sharing a single planet. By this point, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Stopping Earth's rotation wouldn't simply change our days, it would Humanity would almost certainly adapt, but civilization would become concentrated inside one narrow band where heat, water, and future generations might study today's maps the way we study ancient continents, recognizable but belonging to an entirely different world. Nature has survived asteroid impacts, ice ages, and mass extinctions. Given enough time, life would likely evolve to fit this new planet as well. The surprising truth is that Earth's rotation feels invisible only because it has never stopped. Stopping Earth's spin wouldn't destroy the planet instantly. It would patiently transform almost every system that makes our world feel familiar. Future generations would never remember sunrise and sunset. Their idea of a normal world would be completely different from ours. The most extraordinary lesson isn't about disaster. It's about realizing how many invisible systems quietly depend on a planet that never stops spinning. Remove one constant from Earth's design, and every connected system begins adapting together, proving that our planet behaves like one living machine. Sometimes the greatest scientific questions aren't about impossible technology. They're about appreciating the remarkable balance we already have every single day. What impossible scenario should we explore next? Subscribe to the Scenario Files for more hidden possibilities.